Hey guys, I know I've been overdue for a video the past couple of weeks, but I just want to take a moment to explain why I haven't posted anything. Um, First thing is that really news has been slow and it's been nothing but drama, so I didn't want to spread any of that. Second, I've been busy in my personal life. I've been doing work, whether it's our business here, my part-time job. I also had a hockey tournament that I recently recorded, and I have to do 4 separate videos for a different channel, and I've only reached the halfway point of completing all of them. So I'm still busy with that, and it's going to take me about another couple of weeks to get that done. And finally, I've been dealing with a lower back problem for the past couple of months. And I've been seeing a chiropractor. And they did an x-ray and found out that I have a pinched nerve in my sacral bone, which is the second to last bone in your spine. So they've had me get some adjustments. They put me through physical therapy, which is they have me do exercises with a resistance tube. They put me on a roller table with a heating pad, along with electrotherapy. And yeah, basically, I've been in pain with my lower back every time I bend down to pick something up. So it's been a combination of that pinched nerve and back spasms. Yeah, those muscles are just so tight that it's just painful to go down. So, but I have been progressing really well, and I only have to see the chiropractor once for the next 4 weeks, and then I get another examination. But other than that, let's get to what has been going on. First thing has to do with Furpocalypse, an update. If you remember from a couple of months ago, the conditions at the hotel were abysmal. You saw pictures around of like mold, mushrooms growing out of the floor. Really unacceptable conditions. And Furpocalypse has recently put out a statement saying that this will be their final year at the Red Line Inn in Cromwell, Connecticut. They acknowledge that the conditions of the hotel is not satisfactory. So this year is going to be the last year that they're going to be at the hotel. They're going to finish out their contract, and then they're going to look for another location for 2020. Of course, mold is not a safe thing in hotels. It can cause quite a bit of health problems with your respiratory system. So yeah, once they get done with this year, they'll find another place, and things should progress better from there. What else we got up next? I have another thing as far as we had Anthro Crossroads East last month, and right now things are uncertain for the future of that particular con. Mainly because of some internal issues as far as staffing. They're supposed to have Ion Otter take over as chairman, but he had decided to step down for certain reasons. There's some conflicts as far as the upper management. I don't know the exact details as far as what happened, but there's been a lot of people, a lot of staff leaving, and they pretty much had to salvage this this year together, which did turn out well. It really did. And yeah, I was the head of the DJs. I was originally supposed to do soundboard, but they did hire a guy from a company to take care of that for us. But we were going to invest in audio equipment because we had something planned called the Underground, which people could use a stage for performances, and it would have its own soundboard. It would have a projector, and in the same room, kind of like where the zoo was, we were going to rearrange the rooms because during my DJ performance, I had 3 different people approach me during my performance asking me to turn the volume down. One was from the panels room next door. The walls were not that good at isolating the sound. And the other times were from hotel staff because, of course, this hotel was right next to the Raleigh-Durham airport. And there are pilots that are there sleeping, trying to get ready for their next flight in the morning. Which I totally understand. The thing is, as I said, I'm not the guy that's controlling the sound. It's the guy on the soundboard that does that. So what they did is that they rearranged they had rearranged the rooms to make the old zoo now the new main events hall, and the middle room. Were they going to make that the new zoo? I think that was the case. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. So, because of that, they had refunded tickets for next year's Anthro Crossroads East. Now, this does not mean that the con is over completely. They want to concentrate on their structure before they do anything else. As far as the other event, Howler's Eve, I don't know what's going to happen with that one. But this is one I am keeping an eye on. And we'll just have to see where it goes from there. But I have been talking with who was our chairman, and we'll just see. Other news. So, I have had discussions as far as Disney. Now, a few months ago, Disney World had shut down Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is one of the sections in Animal Kingdom. And there were rumors going around about what they were going to do with it. And right now they have no plans for that. One of the rumors that were going around was Zootopia. And I thought that would be a great idea for it. Because it does fit in with the animal theme of the park. You could definitely take advantage of that particular section. Of course, it has the train. I mean, sure, you would have to redesign it and to make it like the train they used in the movie, and you would have to go at a slow speed compared to the movie. That's mainly just because of the design of the track. It's not meant to go at high speeds. But they decided to do a Zootopia land in Shanghai. They do a Zootopia land, and they decide to put it on the other side of the globe. I mean, good for the people in Shanghai. I mean, they're really going to get something that we're missing out on over here. Now, as a consolation, though, Nick and Judy is now appearing as a meet and greet character in the Magic Kingdom, though on random days, because what they're doing is that they're putting out pairs of characters. Who did they did? They did Phineas and Ferb, Remy and Emile from Ratatouille, Foulfellow and Gideon from Pinocchio, Chicken Little, which that was a bad movie. But when they appear is pretty much anyone's guess. The best thing you do is ask a cast member to see when they do appear. I don't know myself. It just seems like it's on random days. I don't know, but So anyway, so they will build a Zootopia themed section at Shanghai Disneyland. And Shanghai Disneyland has been growing pretty much at a high rate of speed. So we'll see what we are missing out on. Now, I talk about, I always say that there's too much drama in the fandom. Every single day is like, even if it's on Twitter or Facebook, yeah, you know, those are good sites to go to for furries. Everyone's complaining about stuff or is calling out someone for no good reason. Well, I think we finally got a website that I can actually turn around. It's called Good Fur News. It just started earlier this year, and right now, so far, it's a bunch of highlights of people in the fandom, some shout outs, whether it's artists, fursuiters, musicians, what have you. But if they can put in like news that has absolutely no drama at all, none of this, no Nazi furs, none of this, we don't want any conservatives here, just pure happenings in the fandom. So I wanted to go by what it says, Good Fur News. And I got a feeling if they do that, we may have a good website here. Like I said, it's at its early stages right now. So right now, its content is limited. But if it gets a following, I expect it to grow. So do check it out. It looks like a good website. It's off to a good start. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, I know I'm late on the upcoming events, but really all the stuff is this weekend. Which one of them I'm going to? There's 3 American events this weekend. 21st to 24th, Furry Ski Weekend in Colorado. 22nd to 24th, Anthro New England in Massachusetts. And finally, 22nd to 24th, the one I'm going to, Fur Squared in Wisconsin. And I've been to Fur Squared last year. It's about a small, semi-medium sized convention run by Alkali, and it's a good casual con to go to. And I got to do something that I've never done before, even though I saw it before. Artemis, which is a kind of like a Star Trek simulator. I do have 2 videos of that if you want to see that back in the video section of my channel. I do expect to put in another one. And I had a suggestion of putting some more camera angles. So I think what I'll do is that not only will I take my main camera, I'll also take a couple of GoPros with me. And I might make a full production of that. We'll see what happens. There are 2 other events going on later this month. Melbourne FurCon in Victoria, Australia. And finally, 27th to the 3rd of March, Nordic FuzzCon in Stockholm County, Sweden. Which, speaking of, it's getting close to my birthday, which I turn 30. Now, I know that people say that that's the age you become a gray muzzle, but somehow I don't feel like it. I mean, is that really a arbitrary number? Because I mean, I've been having like salt and pepper hair is what we call it, so we have little specks of white here. But throughout my family, our genetics is like our hair grays out early. If you see my family, you see how that is. Which is speaking of, my family has been pushing me to do this, and they had me take one of these DNA tests to look at Ancestry. And, I mean, it's pretty interesting. I had my results, earlier this month. They, put my, Ancestry at 61% England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe, 24% Ireland and Scotland, 5% Norway, 4% Germany, 3% Sweden, and 3% France. So, but it's pretty much to be expected. My ancestry coming from Europe. I even saw that my last name is what did they say? It was like a I can't remember. They said it was like a something. It was like Scottish, but anyway. But I thought I'd read that out. Disclaimer: This does not reflect ethnicity. It is not the same. Try to learn that, Elizabeth Warren. But so yeah, I thought I'd share that. It's like I said, I've never done this before, but my family had pushed this, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you kind of learn, and might end up finding some other members of the family. I know my immediate family, but there's always ones out there you have not met before. But anyway, I think that's it for me, and for anyone going to First Squared, I will see you this weekend. This Dragon's Mouth is now closing.